What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to a new mini episode of Unspoken Truth Podcast. I'm your host, Tanise. What's up? I got my co-host, Shar, when she want to be in the building. Here today. Today's topic is double lives. Ooh, this gonna rub some people the wrong way, but hey, we gotta talk about it because it be too much going on and not enough footage. So we're gonna make sure we break it down and cover as much bases as possible in the half hour that I do the show. Okay. So double lives. Oh boy. It never ceases to amaze me because I'll be wondering how do people be having the time to have all of this different stuff going on with the amount of time, energy, and effort it takes to just deal with one person. You got people that's dealing with 5 people, and I don't understand. So like, okay, how you feel about it? Cause what is a person who live a double life? Like, what do that look like? What do it consist of?
Exactly what it is, a double life. You live in one life here, you live in a whole different life there, and you keeping everything separate. You one person here. It's like being schizophrenic. It's all these different personalities. That's all it is. You one person.
So you think it's a connection between people who live double lives and people who suffer from schizophrenia?
To me, it's borderline the same because at the end of the day, I mean, it's just not as mental. I mean, it's just not. I put it like this: it's a spectrum, as they say, like the autism spectrum. Schizophrenia has a spectrum of it. It can be the worst case, or it can be a mild case. And I think when the double lives,
Jay says a lot of work. I tell you that.
it's a lot of work. You got to put in that effort. It's strategic. Like you have to come up with a blueprint, a plan. You have to.
You got to keep a lot of stuff going,
and you got to remember who you told what, because it'll start to give away. Because it'll be like, I told you, to be like, well, you didn't tell me nothing. Or you start to see it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And you got some people that do it. You got some people that know they're part of it, and they just can't figure it out. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no way in hell you don't know you dealing with.
So when you say figure it out, you mean try to find out who all this person is dealing with?
No. So prime example. My situation when I was in that double life. I actually did. I lived the double life. Let's talk about that first. Let's talk about when I lived the double life. I lived the double life. I had 2 relationships going at once. I had to make sure I was home at a certain time with this one relationship, and I had to find a valid excuse to make sure this motherfucker didn't want me to come over here, or he wasn't coming over my house. So I had to make sure that I had that blocked off, and I had to come up with a schedule. I really had to come up with a schedule. In the morning, I'm gonna be with this person. In the afternoon and evening, I'm gonna see this person. I'm gonna get up and leave that person's house at 7. So at 8, because when that person comes to my house at 10, I need to be home.
They know I just make a joke out of it, but it be the truth. But they believe me. Just stay calm. I cannot act like I don't understand it because I do. Not necessarily creating the double life, but being a part of a double life and then finding out more stuff as you be with somebody. Because that's my experience. I met a guy, we hung out, this nigga relocated. It was a lot to it. It wasn't just your average relationship, but then I started feeling like, no, some of this is just too good to be true. So I started, me personally, instead of me seeking my cousin or my friends or something, I would just go sit with myself and start asking the universe to expose whatever it is I need to see.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women and men, they not tapped in enough with themselves to start having these self-talks with the universe about what's going on in this realm currently. I'm big on it. I got to. Because if something don't sit right, I can't. We are alike when it comes to that. I can't let it go until I figure out what is making me feel uncomfortable or whatever. I can't let it go.
What is it's something that's bothering me, and I have to figure out what is actually bothering me because I don't even know what it is. But it's the universe answering my question. It's the universe asking me. I mean, basically just doing what I asked it to do. It's reveal what's going on and remove things, and it's showing me. And now it's up to you if you want to look at it and do what you're supposed to do with it.
Okay, so now this is a male saying nowadays I want the same thing a woman wants, consistency. Well, it's a lot more to it than that.
But it's hard to get consistency when you don't really know who you're dealing with because everybody comes in with a facade.
And this is why I say that loyalty comes before love. And people be like, well, what you mean? Hey, man, a person could love you all day long and still not give a flying fuck about you.
I was in a relationship with a man for a whole year. For a whole year. And in that year, it was 3 other bitches that was there the whole entire time. One was there. I was the last one to come in.
So you feel like, okay, because we got to talk about the mental and emotional piece to these people, because it's not just men that's doing it, it's women that's doing it too. So we got to talk about what make up these people. The narcissist behavior, the love bombing, the gaslighting, the manipulation, the guilt tripping, but there's also a deeper part to it than that, because I would say if it's a male,
it's mommy issues.
They got some kind of mother wound. If it's a female, more than likely she's got some type of daddy wound.
So no, I'm not gonna say daddy wound because I didn't have a daddy wound. I just watched how my father was, and I made sure I see when I did do that. Like I told you, it was a time I did do that. But when I did, it was no. I just, like they say, pray or be prayed upon. I wasn't gonna be prayed upon.
But at the end of the day,
I want to be hunted.
Ain't that how I go anyway? Because
right.
We know
but
that
I'm telling you,
we are the prey.
I'm saying it wasn't no daddy wound. It was because I watched how my dad dealt with women. So it was like when I grew up, I'm like, hell no. When I start seeing certain signs, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I have, like I said, I'm being honest. I've lived a double life, but not to the extent that I've seen it done.
Yeah. And so, would you say like these people? They live in these double lives because the people that's within it just allowing it, accepting it.
No,
like what?
Because that's when your narcissist traits come in. You have to get it. So you got some people that are coming in, and there's the ones who are basically, like you said, you got the energy. You got the energy. So the energy won't let them rest. The energy won't let them be at peace with this relationship because they feel something. They notice their partners move. They'll notice certain things they do different. And they notice how things get awkward. And then they'll lie to keep them in. Oh, it's not nothing. They'll gaslight them. They'll love bomb them, things like that. Then you got certain ones that know about it, gonna accept it. And it's just like, well, when he get tired of it, maybe he'll pick me. So you got the pick me bitches that make it hard.
Wait a minute,
because that's my man and I'm sticking beside him.
That right there, please, cause we got to. Where is the self-worth within yourself? Where you got this?
That's where the daddy won't come in on the female.
Well, that's why I said it's not everybody. I just said it seems to be across the spectrum, because I don't like for us to say, well, the men got this going on, but we don't address what the women got going on. It's across the board. A lot of people got parent wounds. Let's just say that they got parent wounds. Period. Across the board, abandonment issues, and a lot of that starts with the parents. But we not doing enough conversating about that. That's for another episode. But these traits make up this person. And so I hear a lot of people say, well, people need to pick better. Hold it.
If you come in here with a facade and a mask, I don't know. I think I am picking better because this is the illusion you're creating.
Precisely. Because we not talking about the fact that these people is showing up as who, what you looking for? Showing up as who they really are. See, a lot of times us as women, because a lot of us is naive. We
We do
start
not
sharing.
fill out the application to be in the circus. We just get a fucking
I
nominated to be
know,
in the
but the
circus.
reason why the circus get created a lot of times is because we share too much about our expectations. Because I don't like expectations.
No, I'm not
I
gonna say
feel like people should
expectations.
not have expectations for another human
No,
being.
I think a lot of women get hurt because we were vocal and we tell the other person what we went through, so we give them opportunity to prey on us because I'm telling you what I went through.
That's
So
what I mean.
I'm giving you a cheat sheet to how to love me, how to love by me, how to gaslight me. So I've given you this, and
I'm
I'm telling you
telling
that.
you about who
And
I really want to be. Who is the perfect match for me when you start talking about expectations?
no, so
This
no,
is what
okay, go
helped
ahead.
create the mask that they end up showing up wearing instead of them showing up as whoever they is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying that's everybody's situation, but this is how they get next to you. They
Mm-hmm.
also go after certain types of women. Okay. You got the woman who may have low self-esteem. So anybody who's showing up in some type of way for her is filling this void that she may have. Because I feel like a lot of people don't feel loved because they don't even know how to love themselves. They don't even know their own value and worth. So that it's being controlled by another person. If this person tell me they love me, if this person show up for me, if this person don't disappoint me, that type of stuff is how you get so far embedded in these situationships, because that's what they are. It's impossible for it to be called a relationship when everybody is being lied to, because there is a such thing as polygamy. I've done episodes on it.
But see, polygamy takes two willing people.
Okay, well, we got a man join. I need to hear what he got to say. I need to hear it. What happened? Do it again, Jay. I need to hear what he got to say, because we two women trying to say stuff from our point of view, but I feel like we need to hear it from a man's perspective too. Let me see if I could get him in the box, because I really don't know how to work TikTok. So bear with me, y'all. Anyway, but it's those type of things when we start telling people like, yeah, well, I want my man, the perfect man for me, he got to be 6 foot this, and he got to be working here, and he got to be having this and driving that. We sort of
Yeah,
help mold
no,
them
no, no,
into
no, no,
that
no, no, no,
person.
no, 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 no. They prey upon you, and they get you because you tell them all the things you've been through. So so you'll tell them what this man didn't do, what this man didn't do, or what you didn't receive. So they'll go do these things. They'll I just want flowers. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want flowers because it's Tuesday and nobody did this. And the last relationship I went through, he did X, Y, and
Legs.
Z. So when you saying all of these things, it's giving him a cheat sheet. Okay, so I can do this, I can do this, and that's how they wheel you in. They wheel
Okay.
you in. They wheel you in because you're giving them a cheat sheet. So she said she wants flowers. I'm gonna get her flowers. So this is why everything is so beautiful at the beginning.
Oh, that be the honeymoon phase.
No,
Because we done talked about that before on other episodes.
that'd be the
No,
wedding.
that be the honeymoon phase, because it's like a euphoria. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a high. And
Mm-hmm.
when you come down off of that and reality set back in, you start to notice all the stuff that you ignored or
You
dismissed
seeing that person
when
from
you
the
was
inside
at.
out.
Oh man, maybe you don't like the way they eat their food. They smack. You be
It's a
like,
lot of
won't you
things.
close
You
your mouth?
pay attention.
Like
Your
every
eyes is
little thing
open.
start bothering you. You be like,
You get that cataract off your eyes.
the film.
Mm-hmm.
You get the code out the corners.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So, like, what's some red flags to look for when you trying to avoid these type of people?
First of all, most of them are hypersexual.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Woo!
Um,
Woo!
Second, anybody, they always willing to please. They go out their way. It's no matter what, they always trying to make sure that they are, and they're people like this inserted. They always want to be a part of it, because it's like, okay, they'll tell you, oh, post me. You want me to post you because you want everybody else to be knocked out my box. They'll tell you certain things.
Oh, the
Yeah,
isolation.
the isolation
Mhm.
that'll come. So them are red flags to look for in the beginning. The gaslighting, everything you say you didn't want, when you start getting it, pay attention. Make sure it's from that person. If it's not consistent, and you start to just see how long it lasts. If it's really consistent, and that's that person. It's gonna stay consistent. If it's not that person, it's gonna start to slack, because he's gonna get tired. Everybody get tired. You get tired of going to work. Everybody get tired of want to take that uniform off. He's gonna take that uniform off, or she gonna take that uniform off.
And that's why I told people to have some type of system set up for yourself. Not a system that you sharing with the people that you vetting, because you should be vetting people. I think that's a big thing that we not discussing enough. You not vetting these people, meaning you not sifting through to find out if they worthy enough for anything to continue past the initial connection or conversation. You should have a system in place. I do. I 60 to 90 days. And most times a person who is not who they trying to say they is, they not even gonna make it to 30 days. They not even gonna make it to 60 days unless they just that good at putting on a facade and wearing a mask. And you got a lot of people who like that. It's almost like a second nature for them to transform into who they wish they was, so they can get what they want. And I also think that that's a form of abuse, for you to be using this fake facade or whatever on top of that to get next to a woman, to get in the bed with a woman, to get over on a woman, anything like that. It's I believe it's considered abuse. You abusing your privilege as a male. Now, some people would disagree with that, but we got to talk about truth. The same thing with a woman. If you are pursuing a man strictly for some money, we know what those people is called. Society gonna call them gold diggers.
But to sit here and take advantage of anybody who has a soft spot of you is ridiculous.
It's a form of abuse.
It's a form of abuse. Mm-hmm. If you know I got a soft spot for you and you take advantage of that, that's ridiculous. But that shows what type of character you have. You got to pay attention to people's character. So we don't pay attention to the character. We pay attention to the gifts. We pay attention to the time. We pay attention to the effort, and not looking at the actual character.
Well, a lot of people, everybody want to raise the same way. And this is something that I continuously bring up, because you still got to consider what somebody's upbringing was. Some people just did not. They just did not get certain things. And it shows based off of how they choose to carry themselves, their character, whether or not they got integrity or not. All of that is.
You could tell how a person was raised by how they interact with others. So I could tell it's like a lot of men, like my father.
Gucci boy.
My father he wasn't shit, but he was a good man. When it came to women, no, he wasn't a good partner. He wasn't a good father, but he was a good man. And what I mean by that, he did what he was supposed to. Like, he loved his mother. He came from a 2-parent household. It was this, it was that. But he also seen his father do certain shit. And guess what? And his mother took it. So he turned around and mimicked it, because he felt that other women should take it too. So you got people who sit there, just like the situation I was dealing with. This man had multiple women around his mom, and his mom was interacting with him. She don't owe us nothing. But first of all, I don't even care at my big age. I still wouldn't bring multiple men around my mom or dad. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a female. I just don't. I've watched my brother. We just don't do that. We just don't do that. Even if you are dating, you just don't do that. So to be in a relationship with a person, and your mom seeing all these women you in a relationship with, is meant, you know what I'm saying?
Savage.
It was no boundaries taught there, and you can show that. Because first of all, you sleeping with all these women in your house. It's your house, but you sleeping with all these women with your mother in the house.
Oh, wait a minute.
These women coming around. Your mother seen
because I missed that part. Hold on.
So his mother had came to visit. This was a story time, okay? So mom had came to visit. And during the 2 weeks that she was there, me and all the other women, we just coming through. Basically, it's like a trap house, just with women.
So see, this is why I say you got to pay attention to the family. I see this a lot too. The mothers, the fathers, the cousins, this and that be cool with certain females, and they'll be like, "Oh no, that's just my sis." Oh no, but we family. I mean, we ain't blood, but we family. And the immature version.
Your family is your family, and my family is my family, because your family don't owe me no loyalty, and they're not gonna give it to me. So I don't expect nobody's family to be like, yeah, girl, you know he doing this. So I know to watch my guard, because my thing is this: I'm not gonna become buddy with you either, because I know if he did something to do to hurt me, or if it's, you know what I'm saying, you got his back. So it is what it is.
But I just feel like, so the point you was getting at with the mother is she's okay.
Yeah, she
with
can
how
so
her
you
son
can tell.
moving,
You can tell this is something he's been doing. He's been doing, like, and like, to come to find out, one of the women that he was dealing with, she was there. She's been there the longest. They actually have a kid together, and they had only known each other for a couple months before she got pregnant. And the whole time she never knew where he lived, because he was screwing her at his mama's house, because he lived at home with a female. But his mother allowed that and knew that. So you're allowing a woman to come in your house, get screwed by your son, and knowing he going home to his fiance. That's. But you can tell that's. But then you look at let's go back to the background. Let's go to the background. His father, he has multiple kids. His father has multiple kids by different women while he was with his mother. So this is what he's known to do. This is what he's seen.
And that's what I said. I was about to say, most times, I know we do, some of us do it consciously, but some of us do it unconsciously, duplicate what we grew up with, the environments we've been in, the stuff we see the parents do. We end up doing it.
Yeah, because we don't do nothing but recycle it.
Yeah. It's a repeat. Okay.
Everything repeats. The world is round. Everything repeats. The clothing, everything repeats. That's what I said. You can tell who came in a house, like who was raised healthy. It don't even have to be a 2-parent household. You just had you had healthy parents where they knew how to co-parent. They knew how to do certain things. You can tell by the career sometimes, by the things they do. Sometimes you got struggle babies that turn out to be excellent. So they background was messed up, but they turned it around. But you gotta want that for yourself. So if you idolize your father, and your father was a womanizer, and you never was taught to any better than that, and you don't want no better than that. But even if you was taught better than that, you have a choice to say, hey, I want to do this, or I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like if everybody, and I've said this before, and I've even had a debate, if you will, with males when I say this, if everybody would just be upfront from the beginning.
But they're not.
I know. We know they not. This is why we got a thing called situationships, because that is the result of people not being able to walk, stand, and live in their truth.
Situationships, you can know the truth, and that's why it's called a situation. I know what you got going on. You know what I got going on. I know what it is. That's the thing. There's a line. See, that double life shit. Double life is where I'm naive to what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. I'm thinking it's me and you. Then over there, she thinking it's you and her. Then over there, you carrying on relationships. So it's just like this. If I'm messing with you and we just messing around, and you tell me, hey, I'm not looking for nothing. We just messing around. I know what it is. We're on the same page. I either agree, I either play the cards with you, or I fold and I get up from the table and find something else to do, or another table. Mm-hmm. But that's the difference. A lot of men and women don't be honest, especially men, about what they got going on. A man will sit there and mislead you. Have a whole, that's what I say. I've been misled to a whole relationship with a man for a whole year, thinking it was me and him. Come to find out, he was in a relationship here with a woman for 3 years, and he was in another relationship with another woman for a year and a half. But doing this, we all being cycled through that door. He got time. He got strategy.
He got rotation. He got y'all on
rotation.
It's a roster.
But he got the roster. It's just like this. We got first string, second string, third string. Yeah, we got the backup quarterback. That's how he did it.
But in the end, how does he do it if it's not being allowed by the people?
No one knew because it's so you comfort yourself and you see that.
So then once you find out,
I see this man every day. I see this man every day. You know this. I see that man every day. So it was like I see the man mostly every damn day. So it was like, when do he have time to do something? He go to work, he come home, and go to sleep. Yo, he's not coming home going to sleep.
I said that at the beginning of the conversation.
Even when I'm over there all the time. Even so, it's like, okay, well, this night he may say he had to work late or he got the kids. So if he say he worked late, he got the kids. I'm not checking. I mean, you got your kids, you working late. If you calling me while you at work, why wouldn't I think you working late? So I'm gonna leave work and go screw this one girl and come back to work and call you like I never left. So that's what I'm saying. You got certain things and certain men. You got certain men and women that just won't be honest about the situation. Now, after you find out about it, what do you say? So, once you find out about it, it's for you to choose to say. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: a lustful man is a dangerous man. If you're dealing with something like that and you're in rotation like that, and it's being relationships here and there, and you're really naive to what's going on, if you choose to say, you're never going to be the only one. You're never.
Well, I feel
this is what
I agree 1,000%. But I feel like
person's character.
Because we've had this conversation before. I've done episodes on narcissism and the things to look for. But when you dealing with a narcissist, you are a supply, and the only supply that they really care about losing is the one that they feed the most from. So like you mentioned a woman being around for 3 years, guaranteed that's the one he feeds from the most, because he don't look at you as just a female.
No, that's the one that makes him
it's
not
a
accountable.
feeding that's going on.
Because I don't have to be accountable with her. She knows.
You challenge.
This woman told me on her own mouth I wasn't the first, and I ain't gonna be the last.
Yeah, because you challenge. And she don't. So that's why would he get rid of her?
No,
why would he get rid of her? So, she's already accepting. Mm-hmm. She's letting it be known that it's happened before. She's not bothered by it. She's still gonna deal with him. It's deeper than just them messing around. Then you add a kid to the mix to it, because you got a lot of females that feel like if they have a baby by this type of dude, that's gonna make him stop, or that's gonna make him change, or he gonna be different. Because listen, baby, ain't no baby about to change no man.
But my thing is this: you gotta, even with that situation, like I told you, they had that baby. But how did you even end up in this situation? You started off just in the same boat. But the motherfucker that he did it on, they got tired, so you just got shifted to first place. You just rotating. He's still rotating. Mm-hmm. You're still not looking at it. It's still a rotation. Yeah. It's still a rotation. I cheated on you with her, made this baby. Oh, you gonna leave me? I still want to be with you. Now I'm willing to be with you. Oh, you leave me? Okay, now I'll let you come in now. But I'm about to turn around and still, I got to replace you now.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's an endless supply.
Right.
I can't get enough. And you can tell when they're not getting fed, because then they'll try to double back to the one who challenged them the most, the one who decided to lead. They'll try.
No, the one that challenged them the most is the most intriguing. He gonna always keep a lifeline out there for him to contact her, for him to reach her, he's gonna always find a way, because she's intriguing. Because not saying that he knows that if that one right there would be the one, it's like, okay, you know what? If she was just as dumb as her, I would be with her, but she does too much. But if I change, I will be. I'm gonna always think about her, or I'm gonna come back to her, whatever.
Spin the block. Right. That's what I mean.
I'm gonna try to spin the block. So I gotta make sure, just in case one day I change, I got access.
That's when I feel like that they'd have lost the supply.
No, that's somewhere. How you know when they just sick in their mind, when they strategic like that. You sitting here planning the future. You still saying, hey, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but I still gonna have this lifeline just in case. Just in case she give me another chance. Yeah. No. and they don't have accountability because even when they get caught doing the things they do, one of the cycles, I mean, I said cycles, one of the feeders or all of the feeders is the fault. You didn't do this, that's why I messed with this one. You didn't do that, and you did. He's never going to say it's my fault. I caused this. I
Cause
did the
and
chaos.
that made again, I'm gonna say that it still go back to that mother wound. Because if he never seen her be accountable and she never made him be accountable growing up, then that's why the cycle continues.
That's all, but that also too, because that's not true either. Because he could have also watched her not making men be accountable in her life towards her.
Either way, he got it from somewhere. He wasn't born this way. That's why can't nobody tell me that they born a certain type of way.
It's just like women. Women watch their moms the same way. It's just like if you a sister in that household. Say he got a sister and she in that household, it would be the same thing. Because you would sit here and you watching a man take advantage of your mother. You watching your mother not stand up for herself. These are your role models. These are your leaders, your heroes as you growing up. So sometimes you be like, okay, well, trauma bonding. It becomes trauma bonding. You start dealing with shit because it's the normal. Because this is the normal feeling for you. So you tolerate it.
Okay.
You didn't seen it. It's not like you done went through it, but you didn't seen it. So this is what you're used to. This is the pattern. It's just keeping going. It keeps going unless you see better. You got women that out here, they stand up for themselves. They don't play that shit. Hey, I'm cutting you off. First time. No second chances. No, I'm done. Their daughters grow up just to be as strong. It's my program. If you're gonna win, either you win it or you're gonna leave it.
Yeah. But see, what I really think is unfortunate is the men that's like this that have daughters.
Most of them have a lot of them.
I know, because guess what my granny told me? My granny said, as long as a man is a womanizer, that's God's way of giving him his payback by making sure that he have all females as children so that he can see what that's like for a male to do and mistreat his daughter the same way he doing and mistreating somebody else's daughter. That's the karma. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's exactly what you get. Boy, you ought to get on my nerves. Is what you finna do. Okay. Yeah, so I would say that it's responsibility and accountability on both ends. Because again, this is not something that men just doing. No, women is doing it too.
But men more likely to do it. Women really don't. Nowadays, I'm being honest, women, they just straightforward. They tell you, I just want to fuck. I just want to do this. I just want to do that. They're more open to the truth. Where men, I'm a lie to you just so I can get this semen out of me.
Which I think is so crazy because why is, like you said, these men is extremely sexually stimulated.
They over-sexual.
So where do you think that came from? Because I feel like
they don't have shit.
That's
all they got to offer.
It's a double standard too, because a lot of men will not admit that they have been sexually abused too, just like little girls have when they was young. And I know this to be true because a lot of older men, if you ask them what was their first sexual experience, they'll tell you like, oh, the babysitter or some old crazy shit like that. And it's still the same as if it was the uncle or the cousin. It's still the same. That's a kid. You don't got no business doing nothing with no kid. What is it that a kid can give you? I think that is where a lot of people's over sexual stimulation comes from, because somebody then did something at a time that they shouldn't have been.
I think when you over sexual, you really reaching for something that you ain't getting from the party you haven't, or the sex.
So you mean that you? So do you think that that's something that they using to cover up what's really going on?
Yeah, because some people like, and you just a man who have to have a lot of women, or like have run through women like that. I feel like they hide.
You really don't want to be with no woman.
I feel like you hiding something. You may like women here and there, but
You
that
really
ain't what you really want.
Ooh, okay.
At that moment sometimes. That's why you keep doing it, because it's something you trying to reach. It's like a high. You chasing a high, but that high ain't coming from the women. That's why you need so many, because you chasing a high.
Okay. Oh, so like dope.
Yeah, just like
The first
that
hit, you
first
ain't
hit,
gonna
and
never
every
get that
season you
again.
going
Okay.
back for it. You're going back for that first hit. So it's something you're looking for.
Okay. All right.
But like I
Cause
said, the double lives is real. So like I said, I think double lives and situationships are different. Situationships is, I may know you got a girl, and I'm being faithful to this situationship because we not together. We just messing around. We may date. We may lay up. We may do a lot of things. But this, you're not mine.
then you have people who have this possessive thing about themselves. You minds.
Yeah, then you got the ones,
That type of
you
stuff
mine, but
lead
hold on, guess
to.
what? She also mines too. So that's what I'm saying. That's the double life. He don't want. Okay, I like you. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. So, but I'm gonna hold on to you. But I like her too. I'm gonna hold on to her. That's the double life stuff, because I'm holding on to y'all instead of just having a situationship with both of y'all. Because hey, then guess what? You can do what you want to do, and I can.
But I
She can do,
can't.
but I don't want you to, because that's my possessiveness. Because you're my property now.
Well,
That's part
again,
of that narcissist. I have to lock you in.
yeah, but I can't have both of y'all in that kind of world, a polygamous world, if you will, because I don't know how to tell the truth. And the reason why men have multiple
No,
women in
no,
real
no,
life
no,
like
I
that,
choose not to.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's still
Right.
it's impossible for you to have that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of men be wanting that, but they refuse to accept that there are certain things that you gonna have to possess in order for you to have that. And one of them gonna be being trustworthy, being honest, being upfront. This is how men can have those type of lifestyles, because they and showing up for what these women need. And I'm not just talking about in the bedroom. See, you can't just be thinking, oh yeah, as long as I'm laying this pipe, she ain't gonna be going nowhere. No, it's going to take more than just sex to really like lock a female in. I hope men understand that. Like, unless that's just all she wanted, then she'll be cool with you just doing that and that's it. But that's not your average woman when you break it down. Again, it's consistency. I will never take a female seriously nowadays unless I get that. Well, what I want men, what I want y'all to take away from this conversation is y'all have to be needed. We have to be wanted. And so when you figure that part out, when you accept just that little piece, it eliminates all the iffy ones, all the hot and cold, all the on and off type of people. You start to put the people that's supposed to be for you in a particular category. Like I said, vetting. You supposed to be vetting anyway. And you never gonna really totally know a person anyway, ever. You only gonna know what they choose to share, unless you investigate and do your homework and do it. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I got to be
But
doing
if
all
I
that
gotta
with.
sit here and investigate you and treat you like a fucking case, I need to leave you alone.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
ain't no
don't want to be
private eye.
bothered. I don't want to be bothered with somebody. I need to be doing investigative work,
Yeah, I don't
private
know.
eye
My thing is this:
detective
I don't want to
work.
do any of that type of work. If I can't trust you, if there's no trust, we can't be together. But I understand you can build trust too, but you got to see the process of it, and both ends and both parties have to be making an effort.
It ain't nothing there, son. I don't know what you talking about. Well, I mean, again, relationships take work from both parties. So, regardless to what we didn't discuss today, that's the bottom line. The only way you're gonna have something solid, healthy, is if both parties is willing to show up every day and do what's required to have the relationship that they want. But as long as only one party is carrying all the weight and doing all the work, it's never going to work. It's never going to work.
It's gonna always start
It's
with a frame and a foundation. If the foundation ain't is cracked or the frame is cracked, it's just like a house or a car. If the frame and the foundation is cracked, it ain't shit.
you might well not even waste your
Yeah.
money. Okay.
You can gut it out. You can put new walls in there. I mean, you can put new windows and all that. It's still the foundation is cracked. The foundation is gone.
Oh, it's gonna work now, right at the very end. Okay. So what you gotta say, Jay?
Well, let me tell you something. I like it. Where's my picture at, man? Here we go. Let me tell you, that's wrong. Oh, that shit wrong.
You everything
Honestly,
we
what
saying
y'all
is
said,
wrong.
man. The only thing I could take out of what you said, for real, was you was like, man got to be needed, women got whatever you said, whatever that go.
Well, the stuff that we saying is not made up. It's what somebody experiencing. I can only speak on what I've been through. I'm not here to tell nobody else's story.
So what do you do?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that do you think nowadays women are taking on roles or trying to be more dominant now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. What man in their right mind want a dominant woman, man?
Well,
but the reason a lot of women are dominant is not because they chose to be, it's because they're forced to be.
It's a lot of men. It's a lot of men that's. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I'm not saying
let
you.
Let him reply.
What you mean forced?
What you mean by force is like you got men who not showing up. So you got women who have to do certain things and you become comfortable in that role. So you become an alpha female because you're so used to taking care of yourself. You're so used to have to provide for your family by yourself.
Do you think it's because of the people you pick?
Sometimes, but you gotta also hold on. Let me finish. And it's just same way towards you. You don't know what you're picking. You only know what a person show you. So you don't always pick the wrong person. You may have a good relationship and it just did not work out because you guys couldn't see eye to eye or you had different future goals. But then you also pick people that come in here with this facade like they fit into your life, and then they take their mask off and they're nothing what you would deal with or tolerate.
Okay, but how long do it take for a woman to really realize that this motherfucker ain't good?
Sometimes a nigga don't expose himself for years. For years. I was in a 5-year relationship and I didn't know he was doing half of the shit till after we broke up. You don't know. You a man, you didn't cheat it before. I'm a woman, I didn't cheat it before. You know how easy it is to do it. And go back home and nothing, no eyebrows was raised.
You didn't see no switch up in the pattern or nothing in 5 years?
He didn't switch up nothing. He still made we did everything. Everything wasn't nothing bad. That's why I say I had no reason to look for nothing.
And everything was consistent.
Everything, when it didn't get consistent and I started to see things, I left. Like you said, when I noticed it, I left. But before then, everything was fine. Everything was fine. But I found out, hell, it wasn't fine because he was doing shit behind my back. But he knew, hell, I'm such a shitty boyfriend because this is what he told me. I'm just a shitty boyfriend. That's why I treated you so bad. I mean, well, because I felt bad. Every time I felt bad, hey, she a good girl. I bought shit. I did shit. We spent time. But it's times he also said he was going to work, lied, took off, and went to go do what he went to do. Came back home with a uniform on. Hey.
So you saying so in 5 years, you never had any clue or nothing? Mm-hmm. Is it because you was all into him? Just
I was into him, and he was doing what he was supposed to do. He wasn't changing. I was being with him. I was with him. I was having my time. We were dating. We was tripping. I mean, we would do things. It was nothing to say, okay, this ain't right. We're like, okay, this not right. No. It was nothing to make me sit back and be like, when the energy started changing, I started I'm starting to feel it. So I noticed it and I left. But before then, like I said, I didn't see no telltale signs.
Hey, you know one thing about me now, man, like honestly, I've been back in Cleveland for almost 2.5 years. And I'm my divorce, divorce and everything, right? Mm-hmm. But now I look at females, man, nowadays, I'll listen to what Tanisha said, she said, I know what I am, I know my worth, and I add tax. Now, Tanisha know me, I'm an asshole. I don't add tax, I add the tax. And if Trump can add a tariff, goddamn it, I'm adding the tariff too, because I know my worth as a man. But me knowing my worth as a man, like, I don't even give a woman enough time to even show me a red flag. I don't even, show me a couple threads before that flag even built, and I'm gone.
Okay.
Again, that's why I say it comes out of consistency.
But that came from experiences. That came from shit you've been through. That came from you deciding like you don't want to live your life like you used to. That's growth. All of us can sit here and say that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Growth.
You got some people that's never been married, that's still at our big grown age, still doing the same thing they was doing in their 20s, running through women, lying. It'd be like, okay, I'm tired. Everybody gets to a point where they tired of the bull, and they'd be like, I think everybody do, or whatever. But it should come to a point where you tired of the BS. But
you know what? This funny, man. This real funny, but you know, I feel like once women get tired of men on their BS, man, they just become lesbians and shit. I mean, all right.
Say it again.
They become lesbians, but see, even that is crazy because here's the thing.
That was always in them. Let's be honest. But I feel like they do it because they just fed up at the point. I agree with you. They just fed up with men.
Yeah, but what difference?
They become lesbians.
But they fail to realize that there's probably gonna be more emotional shit to be dealt with another female than is ever gonna be with a male. So you absolutely the fuck, absolutely, man.
She could be more loved by
all that little clingy ass, crazy ass shit. I done been there. That's so again, anything that I say is gonna be based off of my experiences in life this far. I feel like if everybody spent the time necessary on becoming who it is they want to attract, it wouldn't be so hard to date. That's the bottom line.
If you marry what you actually attracted to, or you date what you actually attract to, it's like niggas. Some men like hoes, but you don't want a hoe because you don't want to take her in public because you don't want to do this and that. But that's what you like. So marry what you like, date what you like.
You know what?
Don't go get the good girl and put her in the corner in the house and then go sneak and cheat with the creeps and freaks.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's the reason why older men date younger women too, so they can mold them to what they want.
But absolutely, yep. It's called.
And I think why I'm gonna tell you because I dated a younger man before.
It's called grooming.
Women like dating younger men because they like nurturing, and the younger man you can nurture. So it both.
I'm not fucking with no young nigga.
No.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
They like nurturers.
Listen. A nigga just came in my stream just last night.
But it's the same thing, though. He's saying we call it nurturing.
Yeah, but no,
we can mold them the way we want them to be.
I got boundaries now. No, I'm not dating nobody up under 35. I'm not dating no nigga that get exactly. I don't like young niggas.
No, I'm saying 35 is young.
I know
for our age, shit.
Yeah, but
you talking about you ain't dating no young nigga? That's young.
I'm not. Hear me out. I'm not just talking about his age. Because there's other stuff.
Hey, I'm not get him out the box. Get him out the box.
I'm not dating no nigga with no young kids. I'm not. And I've done episodes on that too. I'm not. Because I'm not finna deal with no baby mama when my kids is grown. You never not about to hear nothing about no baby father. He ain't about to show up.
You throwing shots at me?
No, I'm just telling you about me.
I will beat you up on camera. Like,
man, I'm just telling you about me. I'm just telling you about me.
I knock all this
in the past, I didn't care about that.
Technical difficulties on here.
In the past, I didn't care about that. But what I noticed is when I dealt outside of those boundaries, I always ended up feeling some type of way when it was all said and done. So now, no. Soon as I find out, like, the dude was cool, he been trying to get at me for a while, but when I heard you got 3 kids and they all under 10, nigga,
how about 6 under 17?
5, 4, 3, nigga, no, not gonna. Them is the age of my grandkids. There's no, it's not about that. It's not about that at all. Isn't love? Love ain't enough. I just did an episode on that. It's not enough.
Have brought your ass home last night.
Shit. And love should have did a whole lot of shit.
Love don't pay no bills.
It's a
Love,
frequency.
love.
That's what it is.
You know what love do? Love and get your ass in some bullshit crap.
All right, I know I done kept people. They on their lunch break. Get your butt back to work. I love y'all, man. Y'all so dope. I will see y'all back here on Friday for another episode of Unspoken Truth Podcast. Until then, I'm your host, Denise. I'm gone. We weren't even supposed to go this long, but see, we gotta do a part 2 because this is so much.
Yeah, and
more
I'm
to
mad
this.
that it took him forever to get in the box because we needed
wanted
him
to hear
here.
right.
We wanted to hear what he had to say.
Okay, so we gonna do a part 2.
With the baby child motherfuckers.
All
Okay,
right,
that's fine.
Well, we're gonna continue this Friday.
Okay, we'll do part 2 Friday.
Tap me in.
Okay, got you.
Because we can get real, it's TF Dark, so we can really get into it.
See y'all.